Hello and welcome to the Yonex German Open Badminton Championships. You join us here on semi-final day here in the beautiful town of Mulheim, which has been a regular stop on the tour since 2005 and one which I know the players regularly look forward to each year. Well, as you can see, this marks the first stop on the European Tour for 2017. And we're fortunate to be joined today by Steen Pedersen, former head coach of the Danish national team. Steen, welcome.
Thanks a lot, Ian.
Well, we've got some good matches today. Steen, do you want to talk us through the order to play today?
Yeah, we start on with the mixed doubles. The top-seeded Chinese Lu and Huang take on the recent winners from Malaysia Masters, Meng and Jing. Then on to women's singles and the Chinese-born Zhang Bei-wen from United States taking on the Japanese teenage sensation Akane Yamaguchi. After that, men's singles and the Japanese Thomas Cup hero Takuma Ueda up against last year's runner-up Chou Chen from Chinese Taipei. Then the match of the day here with home favorites Hertrich and Nelte, who takes on the Japanese duo of Fukushima and Hirota. Both pairs unseeded, very exciting match. And then finish up with the reigning All England champions against the European champions from Denmark, and also two of the tallest players in the tournament. That's a very, very good schedule we have here this afternoon in Mulheim. Here's the draw from the quarterfinals on in the mixed doubles. As we can see in the bottom half of the draw, very, very exciting match yesterday where Zhang Nan and Li Yinhui got through, playing the Adcocks later on today, but we're going to concentrate on the upper part of the draw. Of course, these two pairs, Lu Kai and Huang Yaqiong, Kian Meng and Jing.
Players just coming out onto court, and it's good to see a full house, Steve. I mean, there's been good crowds all week, but I can't see a spare seat in the house tonight.
It was amazing that when we were coming here to the hall, there was actually lines outside the hall 2 hours ahead of start.
It's great to see. Great to see the game so popular in Germany. They've had some recent success, so it's nice to see that that's bringing the crowds out. Well, top half of the draw has gone to the seeding. It's the number 1 seeds versus the number 4 seeds. Toss of the coin. Looks as though the Malaysian pair have won the toss and chosen ends. Slight difference in ends in this hall.
Yeah,
worth mentioning, I think.
Chose the near side, as far as I could see.
I'll start with Lu Kai, one of the up-and-coming players from China. Currently ranked 6th in the world in the mixed doubles. Tall guy, as you can see, at 191. Born in Nanning in China. And certainly one of the rising stars currently in the Chinese team. And his partner, Yaqiong, 23 years of age. Highest ranking of 5. They've been up as high as 5, but they're currently ranked 6. One of the pairs that really made their breakthrough last year, Finn. Really broke through, started to have success at the highest level in Super Series events. And they've certainly had a good run through this event. Had some troubles with their compatriots in the second round, pushed to 3 sets, but looked very comfortable on court last night, I thought, against the seeded Japanese pair. Over to their opponents. Again, young pair just starting to make their way, 22 years of age, Kian Meng. Currently ranked 9, and that's his highest world ranking, so they're working their way up. They've had good success at this level, yet to really push through and get Super Series level results, but certainly on a good run of form at the moment, having recently won in the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold. His partner, Jing, again, quite a young player, 24 years of age. Again, it's the highest ranking that she's been. But she's been around for a few years, but had some different partners. But they seem to have settled on this partnership, and it's starting to pay dividends, as I say, with that win in the Malaysian GPG a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, had their troubles coming through, playing the local favourites, Fuchs and Mikkels, in the first round. That was their last match, actually. They're into retirement. And then in the quarter-final last night, a really close 3 sets that they did well to come through against the Chinese Taipei pair. But maybe that match will have settled them down for today. We'll soon find out. Here's our umpire, George Huberts from Germany. I'm going to get a look at his service judge from Austria, so there'll be no problems with language between the two of them. Well, Steen, what do you think we should be expecting in this game?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this match, because I haven't really had a chance to watch the Malaysian pair that closely, but they are definitely the up-and-coming pair from Malaysia and looking to sort of take over for Chen Peng Soon and Goh Liu Ying. Not that they are in any way retiring. They lost this very, very exciting quarterfinals yesterday, but this is a young pair, and I think they have great potential. They are undefeated in 2017, as you say, and they won the Malaysian Masters, and it's always good for confidence to get some victories under your belt.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to see a couple of the matches there, actually, and yeah, I would say they're still a developing pair, but they're certainly beginning to grow in confidence. They came through a couple of tricky tricky matches in their own, but they had home country support, so maybe that was a bit easier for them. But they're a very talented pair, and this, as you say, this will be a real interesting match for them.
That's a good rally to start off with.
Well, let's hope the level stays like that. That was a great start. Lai can be a nervous starter, actually. The Malaysian girl known to be a little bit nervous at the start, so that'll do good. Finishing off that rally nicely, give her a bit of confidence, get her into the match.
Good service return from Lu. But also the right idea from Tan to try and block it and play it below the tape. This man here is so dangerous in the attack. Of course, Huang Yaqiong is defending champion, but not in mixed doubles. She won the women's doubles here in Wuhan last year, playing with Tang Jinhua.
Yeah, and it's interesting. China seem to have taken the decision for her to specialise in mixed, don't they? Not playing as much doubles these days.
Yeah, they actually they were entered into this tournament in women's doubles, but they lost quite early.
Tanu's just looks a little nervy at the start here. 1 or 2 errors.
Service over. 3-all.
Yeah, that's a good return from Huang.
Very good return.
Getting the shuttle below net height, putting the pressure on her opponent.
over. 4.
Very often it's a battle in the service situation in the mixed doubles, trying to get the attack. Good shot from Kian Meng there. We saw him make a mistake in his forehand side after trying to sort of control the third shot after the service return from Liu. This time he was successful.
Yeah, and that's nice variety. Last time he blocked, Liu Kai was looking to come forward, looking for the block, just pushed it past him.
That's great awareness.
Yeah, it's great awareness, and we're seeing a little bit of the experience they've been building up, a few wins under their belt, and he's got a little bit more confidence to try some different things.
And has probably had to learn these shots, soft-touched shots from the middle court, because he originally was a singles player, but was persuaded to change category to seek his luck in the mixed doubles. Excellent play again by the Malaysians.
Well, as you say, he's in the learning process in mix, but certainly he's been picking up confidence. The more matches you get, the easier it is.
Yeah.
You know, your decision making improves. You get more confidence with your game. You have a better understanding with your partner. And there's certainly signs of that here.
6, 7.
And then, of course, you can utilize the coverage from being a men's singles player, having to coverage the whole court by yourself. So important that you're able to cover a large part of the court, and that your partner takes some chances at the net.
Well, that was a good example there.
Yeah.
He played a push return at the net, and very comfortable getting behind the shuttle in the rear court and being able to smash. He's got good movement, as you say. And there are some good examples in the history of the game, the recent history of the game, of players that have moved from singles to mix.
Yeah.
Certainly I watched a few games in the early part of their partnership, and Tan was very prone to throwing the shuttle up in the air and giving his opponents the attack, but he's improved so much in that area.
Good lift. Very good lift there. Yeah, ideally you want to protect your female partner, who is supposed to be a little bit weaker physically, and the best way to protect her is to not expose her to powerful smashes from the male opponent.
Slightly loose serve there, I have to say, but the pressure's on when you're serving to Liu Kai. He is an aggressive returner of serve. He likes to try and dominate in that position, and that was a good example.
Ooh. Fantastic movement by Liu Kai there after his cross drop shot. Leaps from the middle.
Well, questioning that call, didn't like it.
Oh, it's called good.
From here, I have to say, it did look as though it was going out. It's difficult to tell from here, but I wasn't surprised when he was left it, that's for sure. But obviously just clipped the line.
And no Hawkeye system here to review it. Hawkeye only applies to Super Series and higher ranked tournaments.
Oh, that's a good finish, and it's the Malaysian pair that go into the break with a 2-point lead at 11-9. Cagey start to that game, Finn. Quite. Both pairs looking for tactics. Neither pair really getting on top of the net, I would say. It's probably an area the coaches will be talking to them about. It's a good return, clips the top of the net, forces the lift, and this is a great angle. It was the angle really that won that, not so much the power. Managed to get it down very steeply to that right hip area. Well, experienced ex-player there.
Yeah.
She's played a little bit at this level.
Chin Hui.
Yeah, former world #1 in ladies doubles, but also a good mixed player as well. Had some good mix. Didn't play so much mix. When she did play, she was quite effective. She had some good wins for Malaysia in team events. Playing with normally with Kian Jiat.
Very efficient with his smashes, Tan Kian Meng.
Placing it well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's looking for the forehand defence of Lu Kai. Lu Kai setting up in, we'll see it here, when he lifts. No, just missed it, but he tends to set up favouring the backhand side. Twice he's been beaten with the smash to the forehand side.
Oh, that's fantastic play by Jing there, controlling that third shot.
Good mixed, and then stepping out and having the confidence to take the straight as well. Yeah, nice simple return, block return. Interesting rally. I thought Tanner got himself into trouble there going cross-court from mid-court, but managed to get back into the point. But he was under pressure after the cross, you can see. His partner getting them out of trouble that time. Good defence.
Yeah, interesting that she changed after the first defensive shot. She changed to a sort of crutch defense. Had Lu Kai been able to get that smash over.
This time it has been called out the side. Tan looked around a little bit nervously there, having left the last one that landed in.
He doesn't trust that linesman totally.
No. That's great defence again. She's really grown in confidence, I have to say, over the last few months. Certainly 6 months ago, I don't think she would have been stepping up the court like that. She's got a little bit of a reputation as being quite timid on the court, but now she's really trying to dominate and move forward the whole time, which is really good to see.
Nothing timid about that action there. Good coverage by the Malaysians again.
Yeah, nice combination, isn't it?
They're pretty much dominating the front court, the Malaysians. Would expect the Chinese to try and play a little bit longer once in a while to make the Malaysian court big, so to speak.
Yeah, try and create some space.
Yes. See if they can move Tan Kian Meng a little bit to the back of the court and open up the mid-court again.
That's good again, good combination, good understanding.
Meine Damen und Herren, aus Japan, Shiho Tanaka, 24 Jahre und Koharu Yonemoto, 26 Jahre. Sie sind hier im Turnier an Nummer 8 gesetzt. Sie sind hier ganz sauber durch dieses Turnier.
Yeah, it's gone long.
Yeah, watching the games last night, Steen, I would say it's a little bit quicker playing from this near side.
Yeah.
Something to watch as the match progresses.
Und hier gilt es, wichtige Punkte wieder für den Aufstieg in der Weltrangliste zusammen. Begrüßen Sie mit mir aus Japan, Shiho Tanaka und Koharu Yonemoto.
Good block. Great. They're playing really well on the front court, the Malaysians. Not giving Huang and Lu any pace to work with.
Huang's she's normally someone who likes to dominate the front court. She's normally very proactive, but she's not being allowed to in this game.
Mistake there from Lai, but she's having the right idea. She's taking up the challenge at the net.
That's a good serve, really good serve.
40, 19.
Serving very much T to T, shortest distance, very accurate.
Nochmal der Hinweis, dass unser 14-Stunde wird Provinzier keine Strafe. Michael Fuchs um 15:30 Uhr, 40 Minuten bewegt. Da auch eine Strafe.
Yeah, well played. That's the way to come back in this match. Win the battle for the attack.
Well, there we saw Huang use the block.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
Looks as though it's going to be a bit of a key in this game. Who can force the first lift? Because both guys are attacking really effectively.
And also that Lu is a little bit more patient in his attack. No patience needed there because quite a short lift, but when he's a little bit off balance, be a little bit more patient than he's been in the beginning here of the first game. But definitely positive for Huang and Lu to score some points here.
That's a good return, and they needed that after losing the previous 4 points. Huang trying to step in and take the net, and Lai just seeing it and pushing through her. It's good vision.
Great play.
Well, first game, first blood to Malaysia. It's going against the world ranking and the seeding at the moment. But that was an impressive first game, Finn.
It was only 16 minutes of play.
Yeah, not so many long rallies there, but good quality, good tactical choices we were seeing from the Malaysian pair. As you say, using the front court, using the mid-court space.
Yeah, I was in the interval. I was looking a little bit at the Chinese coach, and he seemed to leave the court really early, and he might have needed to spend a little bit more time offering advice to his players.
Well, I think he'll be taking a bit more time in this break, I have to say. Probably wants them to close up a little bit, maybe wants Lu Kai to come up the court, play a little bit higher on the court, close that mid-court space down, not let them use the block to the mid-court. Well, he's gone off the court again first.
Yeah,
He's off again.
Not a man of many words, apparently.
No, and it's Huang who's taking the initiative, seems to be laying down the law.
He's got some strapping on his shoulder there, Lu Kai. I think we've seen it hinder him in any way.
No.
Maybe just a precaution.
Yeah, and the other thing with this match, Steen, is that it's the first time they've played.
Yeah.
So maybe the Chinese pair are a little bit surprised. Certainly the Malaysians coming off that win a couple of weeks ago in their home country, playing with a lot of confidence here and a lot of understanding. Good return.
It's the third shot there from Lukai. That's the problem. There's way too much pace in that shot. That one goes upwards all the way. Very easy for Tan to control it.
Nice variety using the flick serve, mixing it up a little bit.
I was just about to say we haven't seen a flick serve here in this match. There it was.
Yep. Between the two pairs, though, Steen, there is a considerable difference in experience. I mean, on the one side, we've got the Chinese pair. They've already had a couple of wins at Super Series level.
They had, yeah.
I'm sure they won't be panicking yet in this game, but probably a little bit surprised by the level of the Malaysian pair in that first set.
Good shot.
Yeah, just a little bit quicker from this end again. More evidence of it.
Very good shot from Tan Kian Meng, that backhand shot under pressure. He was still able to control it, and that's how I noticed that he's developed as a mixed doubles player. Would be so easy just to lift it.
It's good defense. Just push that one out the side. Good rally.
Oh,
that's clever.
Great imagination to play a shot like that.
Yeah, this is clever thinking. Twice during the rally, the Malaysian girl had tried to step in on defense, and he used that information. He took it in and used it. Just held the clear a little bit until she took a step forward and went over the top. But the other question, Steen, is whether there is an issue with that shoulder, because he doesn't seem to be smashing 100%, does he?
No, exactly.
He's using more variety than he normally does. He normally is a real power player from the rear court.
So we saw him use full power, but that was on the shorter lifts from the Malaysian side. So I would definitely be looking to sort of push my defense half a step towards the net if I were the Malaysian side.
Yeah, I think the Malaysian girl's done that well, actually. Every time she's on the cross, she's looking to step up a little bit. She's being quite aggressive in defense, which is good to see.
Yeah, that's well played. And even though it's an even score here in the second game, I feel that it's Huang and Lu who's having the upper hand right now. They're the ones controlling the rallies.
Yeah, they're starting to get more attack, aren't they?
Yeah, and sort of continuing from that run of points they got being down in the first game.
19-12 down at one point.
19-12, yeah.
And again, just proves your point, Steen. Just beginning to take control of this tactically, aren't they? Creating the attacking opportunities. It's the Malaysians finding themselves in defensive positions.
Oh, what a deception.
You don't see that so often at top level these days. It's
totally
nice to see a bit
lost.
of variety. That was really good.
It's only 1 point, but it hurts to just be a totally wrong position.
Yeah, again, Chinese pair win the attack, but it was noticeable there, Huang, even though it was below the tape, she played the second net shot and tried to go into that rally to take the attack, and that was the difference.
Service return.
Well, as you say, the Chinese have been taking over more of the tactical play, but the Malaysians hanging in there, aren't they?
Exactly, and I feel this is a very crucial stage of the match here.
Good reactions. Short serve, rack it up quickly. Did well to take that third shot there.
That's well played. But it's also, I mean, it's great play, of course, by Huang Yaqiong, but it's also Lu Kai who sets it up for her with that smash. If you have a partner whose smash is that powerful, it's a lot easier to play the net player's game.
Just short. It's the end of a dangerous little run there. Yeah, Huang disappointed with herself there. Wasn't the best return. The Malaysian girl pounced on it really quickly. Still staying very positive, even though she's been forced off the net a little bit more in this second game.
Yeah.
When she got the opportunity, she still made the right choice, was very positive, aggressive.
And again, I mean, it's all square, almost all square in the second game, and they got the first game, so no reason not to be satisfied.
Good play, and it's the Chinese pair that take a 3-point lead into the interval. The coach will be more satisfied with that game. They started to be a little bit more proactive in the front court, managed to create more attacking opportunities. But the Malaysians not that far out of it, really, considering how much we've been talking about the improvement in the Chinese game.
Yeah, only 3 points in it. The worrying part for the Malaysians is that they've sort of allowed Huang and Lu to overcover the front court. We don't see those long flat pushes from Kian Meng that was so successful in the first game. So they're playing on a very short court right now, the Malaysians.
Yeah, and Tan's been drawn into playing one or two flatter drives, which is not the way to go against Lu Kai. He's too quick in that game.
She's alert now. Huang Yaqiong, excellent play.
Yeah, I mean, that's what when we were talking about her general game at the beginning of the match, that's what we were talking about, how good she is and how well she reads it in the front court. She wasn't allowed to in that first game, but she's working her way into this match now.
If I were the Malaysians, I think I would try and get the service returns down to Lu Kai. It's not that Lu Kai is not good, but I'd rather that he should play the constructive shots than Huang Yaqiong having her doing it at the net.
Yeah, good defense from Tan. Really good width there with the defense. Forced Lu Kai to cover the full width of the court, and that gave his partner time to come up the court and be more aggressive in defense.
And they've been, when they have good lifts, the Malaysian pair, when they have good lifts to Lu Kai, they've been able to withstand him in the defense. So it's very, very important that they get the correct length on the lift. This is a little bit short. Oh, that's a great save by the Malaysian. That stays in.
Right on the line. Good length, as you say. It's not the easiest hole to control. Players tend to think of this as one of the quickest halls on tour.
Yeah, because it's not that big a stadium, but there's still some drifts in it. Good service return.
Yeah, it's too flat across this time. It worked when he went higher, forced Lu Kai to do, use the full width of the court, but you can't go through a player of Huang's level. There's no way to go through a flat there from defense. Good angle, good angled attack, not forcing it, not trying to hit it too hard, but making sure he gets it down as steeply as he can.
Yeah, and staying in balance. We've seen Lu Kai, when he's smashing, he's often forced to move over long distances to reach the next shot. Here, Kian Meng was in a really good position to follow up on his shots.
Just snatching a little bit at that, playing it flat, and as soon as he goes to the flat game, he's under pressure. We've seen him have a little bit of success, as you say, Finn, going over the top and also with the block, but trying to go quick through the mid-court area really hasn't worked for him very well.
Good idea from Kian Meng, but the execution lacked quite a bit. Played a little bit too short for the line.
Yeah, very little margin for error in that option.
Oh, fantastic rally.
Yeah, another demonstration. There's been a real shift in this second game. And the difference really has been Huang getting more into the game. She's been getting more opportunities. And when she gets those chances on the front court, she can be lethal. Yeah, I don't think that would have been the same statistic in the first game. I think it would have been the other way around.
Yeah, definitely.
Just shows that Huang's beginning to just dominate that front court area, and that's really dangerous for the Malaysian pair. Good return, just pushed onto the tape, clipped the tape, forced the error. Nice control.
That's a missed opportunity there for Huang Yaqiong.
Yeah, that's a real chance.
Keeps the Malaysians in this second game here. There's a big difference between 16-14 and 17-13. Now they're very much within striking distance, Tan and Lai. It almost seems like she held that a little bit longer than she was comfortable with, Jing.
Well, she's known to be a little bit of a nervy server, actually, but she'd served well so far today. Just wonder whether she outthought herself there, getting into that discussion about changing the shuttle.
Yeah.
Actually caused a delay in the end, and maybe that put the pressure on her. And that's an error. It's two errors that they couldn't really afford at that stage of the game.
Top of the tape again on the service return, so can't do that much if your opponent hits the top of the tape every time.
No, and of course all the players train for that now.
Yeah.
There's no luck involved there. That's practice. Sounded like a
string gun.
Yep.
Clinical by Huang Yaqiong. Yeah, the string has gone in Lai Pei-Jing's racket.
Yeah, just changing it off screen there. But again, rally's another example of how this game shifted. Malaysians finding them more and more of themselves on defence.
Yeah, and it has started, in my opinion, it started in the service situation. Either Lu and Huang have made good service returns, or they've served really well when they're having their serve. And I also think that Tan has been a little bit too eager in his third shots, and well, he did very good in the first game, blocking everything off, taking the pace out of the rally. He's not been that consequent here, and we see a good read from Huang Yaqiong, giving the Chinese pair 5 game points, taking this into a decider.
That's a great return again.
Yeah.
Probably too late to be of use to them in this game, still facing another 4 game points.
But it's still one of the things that you note as a coach when you're sitting out there. You need some ideas for for a third and decisive game. What can we do to get back in the match? So seeing that kind of service return sort of work is valuable.
Well, second game to Chinese pair. They certainly grew in confidence. I think they were caught a little bit off guard. They haven't played this Malaysian pair before. Malaysian pair coming in after winning a tournament full of confidence, started really quickly. The balance and power of the seeding coming into play in that second game though. Chinese pair starting to take control. I think it was noticeable during that second game as well that Tan just started to lose his touch a little bit. We saw it there on the last point. He was making that block comfortably in the first game.
Yeah, and some of the times he sort of got a little bit ahead of himself and trying to push it. Good reads from Huang Yaqiong at the net on a number of occasions. It's fascinating that with 2 games we can have such different result. It's the same 2 pairs, but totally the opposite result.
Yeah, I think we see a little bit in the second game as well, the experience of the Chinese pair. They didn't panic after the first game.
No.
You know, they've got great experience now. They've won at Super Series level.
Yeah, and one of the things when you haven't played a pair, probably Malaysians had more knowledge of the Chinese pair than the opposite way around. So you just got to see what kind of shots are your opponents making in the different circumstances and sort of get used to it.
Yeah, good point.
Lu Kai and Huang Yaqiong, of course, won 2 Super Series in 2016, both the India Open and the Australian Open. Definitely making a name for themselves here in Chinese mixed doubles. Just wide.
Yeah, right idea, but again, it was from the defensive position. They'd been forced back off the net. If the Malaysians are going to have a chance to win this game, they need lie high on the court. They need it in the front court. And that means that Tan's maybe got to step up the court a little bit and try and reduce the space for Huang on the mid-court. Chinese not really using the rear court that much, so maybe you can take the chance and move forward.
They have exactly the same tactic as in the first game. It's just that I noticed the serve from Huang Yaqiong. It's extremely good, so it's really difficult to make a good return on it. I also think it's quite high, actually. If you look at her left arm here. Here we saw again the push on service return towards the back court, so Lu Kai has to return it. Then there should be some chances if you're ready there. I'd prefer to block if I could have chosen, but that was efficient, that one from Lai Pei-Jing. Excellent.
Well, it's a great return, but it looks like it's their only chance of getting into rallies at the moment. They're really struggling on the first 4 shots. They really need those net cords at the moment. Both girls trying to play the net, trying to get control, but Huang's really playing with a lot of confidence now. And as you say, in general, she's served really well.
Good shot, good shot. Yeah. Well played from both sides. Huang trying to take control at the net, but this time Lai Pei-Jing was ready. That's great play, that one.
Well, it certainly looks as though both coaches have said to the girls, get control of the net.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So the problem is that if you don't play the back court, then you play on a very, very short court, and it's overcovered by your opponents. And of course, it's important to serve with great accuracy. Oh.
We've not seen him have much attack recently.
No.
Just a reminder there that when he does get the attack, he's very efficient with it. Good angle, very steep, well placed.
Played. I think I would opt for a few flick serves to Huang Yaqiong. I don't see the Malaysians having any advantage serving short to her. We saw her on the backcourt a number of rallies ago, and she did quite well, but she only had to make one smash, and then the Malaysians tried to change it around. Keep her there for 2-3 shots. Have a good look at where her partner is, and then see if you can get the control of the rally from there.
Just can't afford that at the moment. Tan there, just trying to be too precise with that drop, which is only really a building shot. You're not going to win it with it anyway. Give yourself a little margin with that.
And he's been a little bit too clever on some occasions with those drop shots, because his attack has been fairly efficient.
Lai Pei-Jing keeping them in this game at the moment. I have to say, she's returning very well. Still trying to take control of that front court. Just needs a partner to get some confidence back. Missed it. Right idea.
Yeah.
Service over. 7-5.
She made all the preparations to turn that defense around, Lai Pei-Jing.
Yeah, following your plan there, Steve. Pushing the return deeper, making Lu Kai play the third shot. Gives them time to get into a little bit better position.
Oh, she's playing well. Chasing the shuttle at the net, Huang Yaqiong. It seems like she always has an idea. When it's on the front court, it seems like she always has an idea where the next shot is going to come. See how quick she was on that one. Yeah, well played. Good work by Meng and Lai Pei-Jing.
7-8.
great defense.
Great defense. Maybe not the best choice to go cross there, though.
No.
He's got his partner well positioned in front of him. He could have kept the pressure on the middle of the court or straight.
And we've actually seen, for the most part, he's been keeping the attack straight on Lu Kai, which I think is a very, very good idea, because the Chinese girls, they, in my opinion, have the best defense of all the doubles, women's doubles players. So you simply put too much at risk if you go cross. Well played, well played.
Oh, they're hanging in there. 8-9.
Liebe Gäste, Badminton World 2017 ist das Halbfinale am heutigen Tage und der Hinweis noch zur Autogrammstunde von Kian. Ist unterwegs und wird in wenigen Minuten auch da sein. Gerade das sind wir
Well played.
von seinem Management hören. Also er ist da, auch wenn er heute nicht mehr
That's very good.
Very good choice by the Malaysians to lift twice to Huang Yaqiong. That way you can sort of have a look at what Lu Kai is looking to do. Gives you a much better chance of turning the defense around on the second lift than if you want to do it immediately.
She's been so dominant on the front court, it's logical. You've got to try and make the court bigger for her, move her, try and get her off that net position. Right idea, did well to defend a couple of times and then get herself up to the front of the court and then just miss the block. It's the Chinese who get the chance to go into the break with an advantage here. 10-9.
Oh, that was high. This time he was successful going across.
Yeah, better place though, to the centre of the cross. You see
Yeah.
what I mean, onto the forehand side.
And also a little bit high towards the shoulder. Yeah, very difficult to get the racket in a good position.
Problem with the scoreboard there. There we go. 10 all's the score.
Service over.
It's the Chinese who get there.
Interval.
Slender advantage of 1 point at the change of ends in the third and decisive game. Again, though, Steen, really not a lot in this. As I say, the Chinese pair have been playing really well, but Malaysian pairs are doing really well to hang on in there.
It's as close as it gets. Big advantage, in my opinion, for the Chinese pair is that Huang Yaqiong has been playing so well at the net. So
Third one.
if she
20
can
seconds.
maintain that level, then it's
One,
pretty much up to
20
Lu Kai to step it up.
I think the other thing with Huang is she's clearly the best server on the court as well.
She is, she is.
And when you're in tight matches, that's what you want. You want good
Yeah.
serving, put the pressure on the opponents.
Totally sold out stadium here today in the Inogi Sporthalle.
11-10. Play.
That was the net court again.
Yeah, well, they need it.
Yeah.
They need to be aggressive. They need to take the shuttle as close to
Yeah.
the net as they can. And that was a good example. They did it well. And these first 3 or 4 points, I feel, are really important for the Malaysian pair.
And that might have been something that Chin Hui has emphasized, that, hey, we've got to reach those short services high in order to give ourselves a chance. Then if we get flicked, okay, we'll have to do our best. So much battle for the attack there.
11.
I think this is just really good mix. I have to say, there's
It
use
is.
of the mid-court, there's use of the front court, forced into the attack, but into defence, but stepped up the court. 4 players playing really well there until Huang made the mistake at the end. Really good mixed.
We could see that Lukai has got the plan also, that because he played the net from a very, very low position on the front court, that normally you wouldn't recommend playing the net from that position.
Service fault called.
Well, as you say, not a bad idea to try the flick, but
Service over.
unfortunately that's deemed a fault
12.
by the service judge.
Racket not pointing in a downwards direction.
Just checking with the service judge what that's been called for. 12 all though. All to play for, right in it.
Well played.
Yeah, you can't give him 3 or 4 chances in
No.
the rear court. Doesn't give the attack away once he's got it.
I feel that the Malaysians are a little bit too defensive, standing too far back on the first lift. I think that's where the chances are. If Lukai first gets control over his attack, it's really, really difficult for the Malaysians to change it, to change the defense around later on. Yeah.
Just drifted out the side. Not a bad idea to push deeper.
14. 12.
Just lost control of it. Just dangerous moments here for the Malaysian
It
pair.
is, it is. I think I would ask for a change of shuttle or a towel down or something. I just senses that the Chinese pair is playing really well right now.
Well, that's a good return.
So much
though.
for that.
Oh, it's a good return.
Yeah.
Took it early. Really good leg drive to take the shuttle early.
14.
That's what he needs to be very positive in this situation. Stay positive. Keep going for his shots.
So, liebe Zuschauer, es soll eine ganz kurze Pause geben auf den Zweier und dann kommt der Olympiasieger noch zum Einsatz.
Good serve.
Eine Schaltung Preis für das Programm der Doppel-. Und dann Check Lock amtierende
14.
Played well, good point. As you say, good serve, but not just a good serve. She was alive to the next shot as well. Managed to keep control of the rally and force the error.
Huang Yaqiong jumping a little bit up and down on the spot. That's normally a sign that you try to loosen up a little bit. Feeling tensed now. First to 7 points from now wins this match. Great play.
Service over.
Jing did really well there in this rally. Worked her way up to the net, got the block in, stepping forward the whole time, but look, a little bit of class there. Huang read the play,
Yeah.
stepped in, very efficiently finished the rally.
And a lot of credit to Lukai also here for keeping his composure and not lifting or playing fast-paced shot, but blocking it.
So, liebe Zuschauer, Zweier wird es noch einmal richtig durchgemischt und zwar im positivsten Sinne.
It's an excellent match, this one here.
Service over.
I have to say, really impressed with the quality.
Yeah.
It's been a real battle of tactics. There's been a good level of skill.
Well, they've had one set each, and now they really, really battle for the win, for the entry into tomorrow's final.
es geht weiter mit dem
This is a very strong tournament, this German Grand Prix Gold.
Semifinal men singles, court number 2, umpire, leader in Germany, service judge, Yonex, Romania.
16-15.
Well, I'm sure the Chinese, after the interval, were thinking maybe the Malaysians would just fade away, but no.
Yeah.
They're playing really well.
That last shot from Lukai, that can be one of the shots that can make the difference in the match. If it's successful, it's almost certain to be a winner. Now it was an error. That's it.
Good angle to finish, but again, a good rally.
Service over. 16-all.
Good quality. It's nice variety, isn't it? The three
Yeah.
attacking shots, all different angles, different
it's
paces.
Exactly, the variety makes the difference here. That drop shot, that was the key play of the rally. If we think back on the first game where he was sort of playing fast-paced shots on everything above the net.
Just out the side. Small margins deciding this game.
16.
Chinese Taipei, Huang. Hier im Turnier an Nummer 2 gesetzt, 28 Jahre. Er ist der Olympiasieger. Er war bereits im Halbfinale bei den Olympischen Spielen. Er gewann in den letzten Jahren alles, was ein Herren-Einzelspieler gewinnen konnte. Und letzten Jahr in Rio hat er sich die Krone aufgesetzt.
That's a sign of how close this match is. Chinese really excited at winning that point. Getting a 2-point interval, the real crucial time of this game.
And he's
They're
been
having to work really hard for it.
and he's doing it, Lukai, and he's playing well. I thought maybe he was about to lose it a little bit after that cross shot into the net, but he's been upping his game.
Well, they've been forced into their best badminton in this match.
Service over. 17-18.
Well, big points now. Pressure really on the server. Let's see if she can hold her nerve.
Fantastic play.
Service over. 19-17.
Oh, this is really good return, pushed return. Takes the next shot in position there for the net cord. Lukai was a passenger. We're over the hour mark.
On the right, 2-way one, Chinese Taipei.
Good shot.
That's clever. That's really clever. Under all sorts of pressure there. Managed to find space on the opponent's court. And that brings up 3 match points. Again at the end here, it's Huang who stepped up and come up with critical serves and critical shots on the front of the court. Match point. It's out the side. And the celebration says it all. That was a really tight match. And it's the Chinese pair who come through and go through to tomorrow's final. No disgrace for this Malaysian pair, though. They played their part in an excellent match there. And they're a pair that are really sort of growing on the world level to the top 10 in the world, and on that form they'll be staying there for a while. There's confirmation of the score. 3 close games. Here's how it finished.
Yeah, going into their 8th final of the career. Kian and Huang Yaqiong.
Well, what a start. There's confirmation of the score. 21-16, 16-21, 21-16, 21-17. Over the hour mark. If that's a sign of things to come for today, we're going to be in for a treat. There's the order of play, just confirming the next match on court will be a ladies singles game. And this is another really interesting game that's coming up here. Zhang Beiwen against Akane Yamaguchi. Here's the route that they had through to those semi-finals. Carolina Marin, of course, the Olympic and world champion in the top half, still going strong, but we're concentrating on that bottom match. Zhang against Yamaguchi.